Hi everybody, my name is Stephanie with Windy City Crafts. I have been getting so many requests asking how I make my bows. And I know I do my daily DIY videos. Those are usually, really quick videos. So I wanted to take the time and do a step-by-step tutorial so that way you guys could create your own bows at home. So you guys know I love my easy bow maker. So I will find some links for you, and I will post the links to purchase this on the description above of the video, so that way you guys could get your own. But I think I got mine from either Michael's or Joann Fabric. Definitely want to use, if they have any like in-store coupons, you definitely want to use like their 20% or 30%, 25%, whatever they have for that time. And it's usually like a coupon for a regular priced item. So that's what I use to purchase this. So I don't think they're in aisles. I think they have them hung up like on a little tag thing. So, but I think I did an in-store pickup. I ordered online, but this was a couple years ago. It could all be different now. So again, Easy Bow Maker. I am not affiliated with Easy Bow Maker. Just want to point that out. This is just for educational purposes. I just personally, I love this bow maker. It's just so easy. Reason why I do like it, or why I love it, it's got a spool holder. I cannot tell you how amazing it is to have a spool holder, because it drives me crazy with other bow makers and you have your ribbon of your choice just sitting around and you're trying to, you're trying to do what you got to do, and the stuff, it's so convenient to have the spool holder, holds it for you in place, so that way you don't have to worry about it rolling off your table and being complicated. Spool holder, big bonus, okay? The other thing is, it's got a built-in ruler. So this way you know that each side is going to be completely even. So your loops are going to be, completely even, and you know where the measurements are. So say the first loop I make is going to be 4 inches. Well, there's the 4-inch mark on that side, and then the 4-inch mark on this side. So now you know that both sides are going to be completely even. Huge bonus. Again, huge bonus. So this middle section, that is where the ribbon is, that's going to be the middle piece. So let me go ahead and get into this. Since it is Christmas in July, I'm going to be doing a cute snowman bow. I like to use wired ribbon, okay? You don't have to. I just prefer it. I feel like it's more forgiving, and this way you could fluff it out a lot better, and it'll stay in place. However, if you don't have wired ribbon, it'll still work. It's just, you can't really fluff it as much. I just prefer wired ribbon, just my favorite. And my ribbon, I usually purchase from Hobby Lobby when it's 50% off. Whenever something's 50% off or on clearance or on sale, that's where I get my ribbon. So like Joann Fabrics, if it's on clearance or on sale, Michael's, if it's on clearance or on sale, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, all those kind of places, that's where I usually get my ribbon. Or online, I believe it's called like Craft Outlet. Craft Outlet is a good website, but I think you have to get a minimum of like $35 for free shipping, which, I mean, they have a lot of cute stuff. They have signs, they have ribbon, they have deco mesh, they have a ton of stuff. So you can definitely reach that mark. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I like to start with a larger ribbon on the first layer. So this is a 2.5 inch in width ribbon. So this is going to be my first one. So now you could have it be a cute little design. You could just have it be a plain color. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. As long as you have coordinating colors, your bow is gonna come out perfect. All right, put it on that fancy spool holder, okay? So now the tail goes first. I'm gonna measure my tail at 5 inches, okay? Again, it's got that built-in ruler in there, right? Perfect, so now I know that is going to be my starting point. You're gonna pinch it because that's going to be where this goes inside of these little 2 wooden pieces, okay? But before I do that, I twist it. You wanna twist it so that way the wrong side of the ribbon is faced upwards. And then the tail is still showing the design. Okay, so where you twisted it, that is where you are going to place it in between those 2 pieces, those 2 sticks. Okay, so my tail is still 5 inches. Now this is where you create the loop. All right, so again, 4-inch mark, that's where I'm going to fold the ribbon at the 4-inch mark. So I have it twisted still. You want the wrong side faced up because now when you fold it, that the design is going to be right side up. Okay, so I measure it at 4 inches. Perfect. There it is right there. And before I push it all the way down, again, you want to give it another twist. Okay, because now you want the wrong side upwards. And see, this is where the spool holder comes into play because look at, it's getting tangly, it's getting stressful, I'm starting to sweat, but don't worry, you got this. That's why the spool holder is amazing, because now your ribbon isn't flying all over the place. Okay, so now I twisted it. Let me move my tail downwards. And I'm sorry if you hear back noise, my AC just turned on. Got it twisted. You only want to twist it once. You don't have to continue twisting it. All right, and then you just pull what you need. Perfect. And then, while that's there, you want to make sure it's nice and, straight. And then again, we're going to find that 4-inch mark on the other side. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now we know both sides are even. Sorry, I'm covering it. But, so, I usually do 2 loops on each side. You could do as many, you could do as less as you would like. That is just what I like to do. That's usually my safety, is doing 2 loops per ribbon on each side. But again, sometimes I change it up, so it's totally your preference. So again, I'm gonna do 2 more. So here's another loop. So now you could use the other loop as a guide, or you could use the ruler underneath. Again, totally your preference. So that is right side up. You want to twist it in the middle so the wrong side is upwards. Because again, when you fold it, I'm sorry, I'm just making sure these are even. So when you fold it, now it's right side up. So now I got 2 loops on each side. And then we're just gonna cut this tail again at the 5-inch mark. Because again, you got that ruler built in. It is amazing. I love that ruler that's built in. So there is that. And then you just want to keep kind of pushing it downwards. Again, that the wire in the ribbon will help it keep it in place. So you could leave this on here if you want, or you could stack up the other ribbon. So now this is where I like to get a little bit smaller ribbon to incorporate with it. So this is 1.5-inch ribbon. Now you don't have to go from 2.5 to 1.5. You could do 2.5 and another 2.5 and another 2.5. It doesn't have to be this way. Again, this is just the way I like to do it because, well, you'll see. At the end, you'll see how it turns out. So again, this is 1.5 inch ribbon. Again, let's start with the tail. So we're gonna measure that at this middle part, the 5-inch tail. Before I put it down, I give it a twist. Give it that twist, okay? And then, so now this, I want it to be a little bit shorter than the first loop that we put down. So the first loop was 4 inches. I'm just gonna kind of maneuver these out of the way. Again, this is a great reason to use wired ribbon because you can move it and it'll stay where you need it to stay. So I want these to be 3 inches. So we're gonna twist it, loop it, find that 3-inch mark, fold it, and where that 3-inch mark is, that's where that fold of the loop is going to be, okay? And then once you got that placed down, give it a twist in the middle. Make sure, you know, it's staying straight. Let me move these out of the way. Move this tail. Okay, so it's twisted, so I got the wrong side upwards. You're gonna loop it, and where the tip of that tail, or I'm sorry, not the tail, the loop is, it's going to be 3 inches. And then we're just gonna twist it again. Because again, I like doing 2 on each side. Again, you could do more, you could do less, it does not matter. I just like the even numbers, and I feel like when I do 2, it looks good. I think it looks good. All right, so now we got 2 on each side. Let's go ahead and cut this tail right off. Okay, and again, I like to keep pushing it downwards to make sure that all of so that way they're staying together. Okay, so now that was another, it's a plaid, so it's a little design. So for my third one, I like keep it plain. You don't have to. I could do another design. I could do like a black and white buffalo check if I wanted to. Again, as long as they all incorporate with each other, it's gonna come out flawless. All right, put it on my spool. Look at how many of these hold. 3, okay? That's how big it is. It's pretty amazing. So, again, I'm actually glad I'm using this color, this plain color. So this is kind of, I'm not gonna say like an expert way, this is just an easier way to do this. So let's go ahead and measure 5-inch tail. So now, because this is on both sides, it's the same thing, we technically don't have to twist it because there is no right and wrong way. So if you want, but I mean, if you want to get into the rhythm of doing the twist, by all means, do the twist in the middle. But with this, since there is no right or wrong side, you don't have to twist it. So let me show you. So I got the tail at 5 inches. And then for these, I'm gonna measure at 2 inches for the loop size. So my 2-inch mark is right over here, so I could see it. I just moved my other loops out of the way. And again, I didn't twist it. So measure 2 inches, make sure that's pretty accurate. And then another 2 inches. So now I'm just folding it. No twisting is being done right now, just because, again, there is no right or wrong side because it's just black on both sides. So no twisting is needed if you're just doing a plain color. So 2 inches. But now if you want to twist it, by all means, go right ahead. It's not going to ruin anything. You could still twist it. I just twisted it in the middle. Make sure it's staying nice and straight. All right. Here, I'll twist it. So the first ones I did were not twisted. These are going to be the twisted ones. Just so you could get in the rhythm of it, so you could get used to doing the twisting method. That is just something you need to get used to, is the twisting. So that way you know with the wrong side up and then the right side up. So Let me go ahead and cut this tail. All right, so I'm gonna push it down as hard as I can. And I like to use zip ties. So I get zip ties from Dollar Tree. Doesn't have to be anything special. And while the ribbon is still in the bow maker, I like to try to, first of all, make sure your zip tie is the right side up. And I just kind of wiggle it underneath all of the ribbon. So that way the little tail comes out from the other side. So now, before I pick any of the ribbon up, I'm going to start to tighten it, but I'm not gonna tighten it as tight as it'll go. This is just to hold all the ribbon together as I'm pulling it up, so that way it doesn't just fall completely apart. Because I know, some people have that issue where their bows just fall apart. Well, this is a good way to hold those pieces together so that way it doesn't happen. But I'm not tightening it as tight as it'll go because it's not all the way in the center. I want it to be all the way in the center. So once I have it to where I know my pieces aren't gonna fall apart, I'm just gonna twist this, find the center of the bow. Excuse me guys, my allergies. Okay, so now I have the center, so now I'm going to tighten it as tight as it'll go. Let me move this out of the way. Tight as it'll go, tight as it'll go. That feels pretty tight to me. So I like using zip ties rather than pipe cleaners just because it is a stronger hold. All right, so now this is the fun part. This is where you could start maneuvering it, moving the tails downwards, start fluffing the bow, cutting the tails, if you want to do like a cute little dovetail. So you just fold the bottom in half, cut it in a downwards angle, and now you have that cute little dovetail look. Let's do the same thing to the big one. And you do want to make sure that these are, the tails are, the same length. That is totally your preference. If you want them to be all different sizes, by all means, you could do that too. Let me go ahead and just cut these tails. Cut the tails, cut the tails. This way the bow looks pretty at the end. One more. All right, tails are cut. All right, tails are cut and I have them going downwards. Make sure they're nice and straight and looking forward. All right, so now the tails are cut. So this is where I go around and then I start fluffing out the bow. And again, because this is wired, the bows will, or the loops will stay in place to how you fluffed them. And it just moves so easily. If you were using like satin ribbon, it wouldn't be maneuvering like this. It wouldn't be maneuvering as easy as this wired ribbon. But again, that is my preference. If you want to use any other kind of ribbon, by all means, you can. This is just me educating you guys, and I suggest getting wired ribbon. All right, so fluff the center, make sure those tails remain cute and straight. Okay, stretch those out, and then 2 more, and then we're done. If I wasn't talking, this probably would have taken me probably about 10 minutes or so, but we're at the almost 20-minute mark for making this bow, which is not terrible. Okay, so that is that. So there's my cute little bow. And you see how it's layered. So the reason why I do 4 inches, then 3 inches, then 2 inches is so that way you could see all of the ribbon when it's on your piece of decor, or you could make an ornament out of this. You could just put it in your tree. You could put it on your staircase going downstairs. If you were gonna do that, I would make a bigger bow. So, but yeah, so there you go, guys. There is my little fluffy bow. That is how I do it. Again, you could do more loops. You could do less loops. It doesn't matter. But that is with 2 loops on each side, making it a total of 4 loops all together, and then 4 in the center as well. So there you go, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. I am always here to chat and answer your questions. So there you go. I hope you guys run out, get this easy bow maker, and start making your own bows because they're so fun and so inexpensive to make. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Bye.